Hello, everyone. Welcome to the weekly meeting of the Phrancko Sweater Knitters. If you are interested in knitting a Phrancko sweater, or if you'd just like to ask questions about it, or if you're just a knitter who'd like to come and share your work with us, no matter what you're working on, you are welcome to join our meeting. The link to the meeting is on the website phrancko.com, spelled as you see right in front of me. If I put my shoulder over there, I think you can almost see it. And once you join the website, which is free to join, you can then see the link to the meeting, and the meetings are every Saturday at 2:30 Pacific time. So, welcome back, Mary. You've been away a few weeks.
Yes, I have. I've missed everybody.
And welcome to Jan. This is your first meeting.
Yeah.
Hey, Jan.
Welcome.
Great. Welcome. Hi, Kathy.
Hi.
Hi, Judith.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Sandra. It's nice to have you back again.
Hi, everyone. I missed you guys.
Yes, we missed you last
Same
week.
here.
Hi, Sumner.
Hi.
Hi, Will.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Frank.
Hi, Sidra.
Hello.
So how's everyone doing?
Good.
Great.
Hot. Everyone hot.
Yes.
I've had COVID since last week.
No.
Again?
Oh,
Didn't you just have it?
Again.
Oh,
So, yeah, oof. So I'm a little sweaty.
That's okay. I am too.
Doing good though, I think. I think like I'm done,
the worst is over.
worst is over.
Okay.
Good.
And Jan, before the recording started, you mentioned you have COVID.
Yeah, I got it as a surprise yesterday.
Oh dear.
So sorry.
Usually the first couple of days is the worst with this variant. Are you not? You seem to not be in bed, so I'm glad that you're doing better than that.
No, because I decided to try to work on the sampler.
Oh,
If it was the right idea with the foggy, but I'm on the Paxlovid, so.
oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Just
knitting
finished
is
mine.
a great medication.
Yes.
Yeah.
I caught up on my boot camp. Because the boot camp is on Thursday. The last Thursday, probably the Thursday I got COVID was the funeral. And then that, I got the COVID and then, so I missed like 2 full weeks and I couldn't knit. The fog was it was too much. I couldn't think. So, but anyway, I'm feeling better
Well, that's good.
and I'm caught up.
There's a variant going around that I think is more contagious than any before.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to be getting it, and it was my second time getting COVID, but other people have gotten it even more. Well, hello, Wally. We're welcome.
Good afternoon,
back.
everyone.
We haven't seen you for a few weeks, and we missed you.
Yeah, I'm busy. But what you were saying, two of my friends one of them had pneumonia,
Oh,
and he's like what 32 years old,
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
and one of my other friends had some kind of upper respiratory, and she ended up on steroids just to get rid of it. So whatever's going around is wicked.
Yeah.
Are the ones with COVID losing taste and smell?
I did not.
no, it doesn't have that effect this time.
Okay.
I did not. No.
Some lady lost her hearing though.
Really?
What?
Yeah, one of my friend, one of her friends, she had it about 3 weeks ago, and she hasn't had, she can't hear, and they might have to
Oh,
be
wow.
putting tubes in her ear now.
Oh,
Oh, that's
no.
crazy.
I
Yeah.
had a friend who lost her taste buds on the top of her tongue, but not the sides.
Oh wow!
Oh, that's
Huh.
wild. Yeah, this was a weird one. This was mostly swimmy, like I couldn't concentrate. And a deep cough. But yeah, otherwise I'm okay. But anyway, so Mary, now I can show you, and I'm so excited, and I don't want to overtake the meeting because I don't want to do that. But
Oh,
the
You have
baby
to show
blanket,
us. Yes.
this is the whale
My gosh.
Oh, how cute.
Cute.
Wait,
and the
wait.
rocket ship,
Wow.
Gosh, that's
and then
cute.
there's like a letter Y, letter U,
So neat.
Look at this.
the letter P,
Hmm.
T, and
Nice
then
choice
this
of colors.
little owl. Is that the cutest?
Oh, that's adorable.
Look at
And
that.
then, yeah, and then there's all these different cable patterns,
That's
Oh,
wild.
nice.
This is cool.
Yeah.
and there's lace love hearts. There's 4 of these.
Oh, cute.
Cute, cute, cute.
I love the
Yeah.
colors together. They're
Yeah,
all
it's
soft
fun.
and beautiful. Right.
Yeah, it's cute. Yeah, I have about half left to do, but now that I'm caught up on my school knitting,
Mhm.
I'm getting there. There's
Is that
30.
a pattern?
Yes. It's in
Oh,
Rowan Cash Merino,
Okay.
Okay.
and it's a Debbie Bliss mystery baby blanket.
Okay.
So
Really.
you get to I needed it, I don't know, for me, I'd not really ever done lace. I've done some light intarsia. I love cable. I like Fair Isle, but it gave me a lot of different things to learn.
Mhm.
So I did it as more of a learning project, and then ended up being my husband's nephew is going to have a baby in September. So he will have a nice heirloom baby blanket. Him and his
You
wife.
better get busy. I think you've been working on it longer than a month already.
Oh,
You're only
you think?
halfway through.
I only picked it up about 3 weeks ago again.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
so I've done like 10 squares over the past 2 weeks. So
You'll
So,
make it.
Sumner,
Okay.
when you do the squares, are you doing it in strips or do you?
yeah, you do it in
square?
strips, and then you're gonna match or seam the strips together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's what I thought, but I
Yeah,
wasn't sure if you were doing squares and then
so
picking up.
so you're not picking up every edge, because
Yeah,
I don't know, I think it's a little neater if you just do it in strips.
definitely.
I don't
So
mind
s-
mattress, but
So Sumner, like with the cable patterns, the gauge is different, right? So do you have to increase stitches?
unbelievable. So this particular pattern, now it
Yeah.
actually blocks the same as the owl.
Really?
The owl is 37 stitches wide.
there we go.
The cable is 53 stitches wide.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then I just steam blocked it because it has a lot of embroidery on it.
Yeah.
But there's really no cable flare.
No.
No,
It's
not at
great.
all.
So did the pattern tell you how many that you had to increase for the cable flare?
Yeah.
Oh, so it did. Okay, that was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you
It's a
didn't have to
really
figure it out yourself.
yeah. It should have. It's quite an intense pattern. It's the thickest pattern I've ever purchased in my life. It's huge.
Well, do you get it some every month or?
You get 5 a month,
Okay,
and
Oh.
each pattern has 3 pages.
Wow.
And there's 32 squares.
Can Can
Uh,
you remind us the yarn you're using for this project?
Yeah, it's Rowan Cash Merino. Baby Cash Soft Merino
Oh,
by Rowan. Yeah. It's lovely yarn to work with, but my God, what an expensive baby blanket.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, Rowan is not a cheap yarn.
Yeah, I mean, a baby blanket, it's $230.
Oh, wow.
Or, yeah, wow. For a
Yeah.
baby
It's a heirloom, you say?
Yeah.
Heirloom.
It better be or I'll kill him.
Say, don't let the
Put
baby use this
instructions
one.
in it.
Oh, you haven't met him. Oh, no, you can't say nothing.
Yeah.
I can kill him.
Yeah.
make sure he has washing instructions for it.
Yeah.
I was thinking,
He's one of those where I'll make sure his wife has washing instructions.
Uh,
Helpless without the wife. Good
Where
old
have I heard-
Southern boy knows
where have I
nothing.
heard that expression before?
Yeah, good old Southern boy knows
Oh, God.
nothing.
I think you should laminate the washing instructions and give them a magnet to put it on the washer.
you know what, Cindy? I think you should laminate the blanket and call it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Put it on the wall.
Yeah. But so much fun.
It's really cute. It
Yeah, I
really is.
did the owl today.
Cute.
Wow.
That is a
That's
darling.
really
one.
adorable.
Yeah, I love it. But it's nice that, like, okay, if you have a day you can knit, you gotta swear.
So Sandra, did you start your Phrancko sweater yet?
Oh my goodness, no. This last 2 weekends while I was gone, we were camping and we were camping. And so no, I haven't. I'm working on my swatch now, and I think I originally had thought that I would be doing a pattern that was in pieces because my swatch is back and forth.
Uh-huh.
But now that I've changed and want to go Phrancko, I'm continuing the swatch with as knitting in the round to see what my gauge is. And so it's going to be a cool comparison to see how much different, because I would assume there's some parts on the Phrancko sweater that are back and forth, or is it entirely in the
Um,
round?
It depends. All of
It'll
them,
be
all
improved.
of them except the new yoke pattern have a section that is back and forth on the sides of the neckline. That's
Okay,
the only place that is back and forth. So it's a
Okay.
few inches on the front and a few inches on the back.
so really won't impact it.
And I don't recommend doing the yoke sweater for your first one, though I think Ronnie, who has been here, did do it with his first one. But it's the yoke sweater is well, how can I put it? It sort of demands that you become a designer and figure out what you want to do with color work on it.
Oh,
And there's no point that I see in knitting a yoke sweater that is one solid color. And I don't do any color. I don't do any description of what to do with color on any of the patterns. If you just follow them straight with one color yarn, you'll get a plain solid color sweater.
okay.
And all of the Phrancko sweaters you see with stripes and patterns and everything else that people do, they have added all of that decoration themselves.
When you
And of
when you
course, a
say
solid
yoke,
sweater, I'm sorry.
when you say yoke, do you mean like circular yoke?
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
the latest version is a circular yoke sweater. In
All
fact,
right.
I'll show you mine in just a second. I'm working on one now.
And then on your swatch, Sandra,
Mhm.
just make sure you're washing and blocking your swatch.
Yes, because
Otherwise,
they'll get two
you could
different
be-
results. Yes,
and you could be way off depending upon your yarn.
yes. It's funny how just one, it's not funny, but it's funny how just one stitch makes a difference. That's not really funny.
Yeah, I had some Harrisville yarn that I just love this yarn. It's gorgeous yarn, but I got it on the cone,
Yeah.
and then when it blocked, it bloomed, became beautiful, but it also really grew.
Oh,
So the
Oh.
gauge was just completely different. Like it like went like from like sport to DK. Like it was
Oh.
huge. It went up 2 sizes. So yeah, just
well, I'm noticing that in the round I'm on Chiaogu steel needles. It's just a little too slippery. I may have to go to a wooden.
Xiaogu has some bamboo ones that are very nice.
I do have bamboo. I could switch over to that.
Yeah.
I think I will because I can't see me maintaining a gauge with this needle setup.
Let me ask, what technique are you using to knit a swatch in the round?
Where I carry the.
Yes, you're draping the yarn across the back.
Mhm.
Each
And then I'm
time you
gonna
finish a
cheat.
row, you bring it to the other needle.
So I'm going to cheat because I watched your other Phrancko one where I missed it and you gave that secret way to do it.
That's right.
So I was all excited. But I'm going to scoot and go get. Oh, no, I don't. They're over here. Okay, never mind. Find my alternate needles. Woo.
Well, it will be really interesting to hear how different, or if it's different between your knitted flat and knitted in the round.
And so it'll be knitted flat. I'm cool with the metal needles, but
Yeah.
not in the round. It's too
Why?
loose. It's just not gripping where so my loops are there's too much slack in my loops on the needle.
But it's just knitting. It's the same as the knit side of a stockinette,
Yes,
except
but
for the ends. Of course, the ends get loose because
no, I'm talking about I'm
Really?
not getting as tight a fabric by knitting in the round as I did with my knitting flat. And that,
yeah.
The only
'Cause
difference
your
is that
pearl-
in knitting flat, you have some purl stitches, but
yeah.
I don't see why that would make a big difference.
No, if your pearls are tighter. you
Well,
know.
maybe if your pearls are tighter and
Maybe.
all of your knit stitches are loose.
Yeah, I want something that has some snug stitches, but not where I'm holding it so tight it's uncomfortable to knit,
Oh, no. Yeah.
right? But, okay, you know what? I'm going to carry on
Yes.
with this.
This is
With
a
the
real good
metal.
exercise to do. It's a good
Yeah.
exercise for anyone to do. Knit a swatch that is flat and then continue it round and see what
And
the
I'll keep
difference
the
in the
same
gauge
needle.
is.
I'm going to keep the
Same
same
needles.
needle, knit a couple
needles.
inches, and
Yeah.
then switch to bamboo and
Yeah.
see what I like.
Make sure you mark the line that you switch
Right.
so you know after it's over.
Yep. Okay, but I'm still excited.
Oh, good.
Yeah, exactly.
Sumner, for that yarn that you talked about using on the cone, if it's going to bloom that much, do you like skein it off and wash it first and then
So
knit with it?
the next time I purchase it, because I love it, it's so much cheaper on the cone, right? And it is the exact same yarn, right? So I think the next time
Right,
that I
but on
do
the
it,
cone, don't they have
I'm gonna
like
condition it.
spinning oil on it because it was what they'd use for weaving.
Right.
So it's
And
got a little
they
bit
do a
of
lot of
oil
weaving.
still in it.
So I think I'd block the yarn and I'd actually skein it, like
Yeah,
take it
skein
off
it
the cone and
first.
skein it,
Yeah.
and then kind of wash it in some wool soak to clean up some of the
Right.
oils.
Right.
Because it's just too big of a difference, but it's also markedly cheaper.
Mhm.
Mhm. Mhm.
And they're a local mill that I can
That's
drive,
always nice.
to.
Oh,
Um,
Are they in Massachusetts or New Hampshire?
Harrisville, New Hampshire.
That's what I thought. Oh, even named
Yeah.
after.
Yeah, even named after the town. It's
Okay,
about 20 miles north of Webb's.
okay.
Going up I-90 right on the border of Vermont and New Hampshire.
Yep. I know exactly where it is, I think.
Yeah, it's just a
Okay.
beautiful town. Just walking around the mill town and the old general store along the creek, and it's just really beautiful.
Kind of like walking along the Charles.
Well, that's a city walk. This is really peaceful. You run into some deer and, it's really rural, New England with red barns, covered bridges, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I miss walking along the Charles. I used to live right there.
So who would like to show us what they're working on?
Not me, but I will.
I heard Judith enthusiastically volunteer.
yes, 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 yes.
I've started a shawl, rectangular shawl, with
Oh.
the leftovers of the yarn I was using for my yoke sweater that I was talking about last week.
Oh, yeah.
So I could almost have done another sweater, but it was a little tight, so I decided to go with a simple project. That's it.
It's beautiful yarn. Is it a mohair?
It's a mohair silk blend, yeah, from Knit Pick.
Very nice.
Cool.
That's really beautiful.
I really like it. I don't have anything yellow in my wardrobe, so, and I like this color, soft.
It is.
Well, I've got something to share.
Oh, great.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Oh, whoa.
Wow.
ooh.
Look at that.
Nice.
You made
Oh,
a
that's-
Mohair.
Yeah, well, it's
Oh.
mohair and merino
Uh-huh.
for the lace. I never did get gauge, but I did try it on last night, and it fits without blocking. So it's supposed to have 4 to 6 inches ease, and it'll be comfortable. It'll fit. So I'm happy about it.
That's good.
Nice.
What's the name of the pattern?
Saurus by Joji Locati.
Locatelli.
Yeah, whatever it is. Joji.
Okay, isn't it Johi?
Jody.
Is it J-O-J-O or
Joji.
J-O-J-I? Okay,
Huh?
well, that's gorgeous.
Thank you.
I can show what I'm doing. I'm weaving in ends. And I probably showed you this, so I haven't blocked it yet. I'm weaving in ends and it's a pillow.
Oh, yes.
Whoa.
There's the
Oh,
front.
Oh,
really?
that's
Nice. Look at that.
fun.
Oh,
And there's the
wow.
back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great
Oh,
color.
For my husband, he likes it.
So
Yeah.
Kathy, is that going to be folded in half, or is that what you're doing for that? Or are you just going to seam the top and the bottom?
Just seam the top and the bottom.
Okay.
I just made it like a tube
Yeah, okay.
and stuff it.
Are you fitting
Actually,
it to I'm sorry,
Huh?
are you fitting it to a pillow insert, or do you just stuff it with stuffing?
Uh, Originally, I was gonna stuff it with stuffing, but I have a bunch of muslin, so I'll probably make a pillow insert to fit it.
Oh,
Mm.
well, that's an interesting way to do it.
Yeah. Because I wanted, sort of a lumbar pillow. And of course, when I block it, it might actually end up fitting a form, but I don't know for sure. So
Uh-huh.
let's see. Yeah, because if I just stuffed it, then it could get lumpy.
Mhm.
Right. I've also found I've made a couple pillows in the past years ago, and I purchased pillow forms online,
Mm-hmm.
and I found that you want to purchase the pillow form about 2 inches larger around than the measurement of the pillow. So like if your knitting measures 20 by 20, you want a 22 by 22 pillow form so that it really fills it out.
Yeah, because the pillow forms are not stuffed full,
No.
not at all.
Well, that's the prize tip of the day.
Right. You're knitting a pillow. Yeah.
Are we
So
gonna
anyone
keep that a
watching this
secret?
video, there's your prize.
I'm making a scarf, no, a shawl.
Ooh.
And it's cotton and nylon.
Nice.
Wow, nice.
I like that. That's nice.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
colors, Mary.
And the
That's
yarn,
Mary,
of
it's
course,
beautiful.
is gradient. It's changing colors on its own.
Oh,
Cool.
that's handy.
And
It
what,
actually looks like it changes colors right where you want it to.
Well, that was a
Isn't
happy happening. It will be better, of course, when it's blocked, because that middle part with the yarn overs and all of that will show better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah. What kind of yarn are you using?
It's a really huge cake, and it's cotton and nylon.
But you don't know the brand?
I didn't have it with me.
Oh, that's okay.
Remember to get it next time. A friend gave it to me, and I thought, oh my, I don't know what I'll do. So I'm taking a break from the hateful red rectangles.
Yep.
So
Sometimes knitting for charity costs us a lot.
had I only known what kind of yarn I would have been using, I would have said, no, I don't.
Okay, I'll show you something I'm knitting. And this is the third time I've repurposed the yarn
The third time.
since,
Third time's a charm.
yeah, so, I started knitting in 2020 and I was shocked at the price of real wool. And
Yes.
so that I thought I can knit a sweater, whatever. So I knit a sweater like twice. And I was really proud of it and whatever. And I wore it, but it wasn't the right, it was like a deep V, and this is heavy wool. And so I was freezing up here when it was cold and I'm trying to wear my sweater. And so in the end, I thought, well, it's precious because it was my first sweater, but that's the only thing precious about it besides the yarn, right? I want to
Yes.
repurpose the yarn. So one night I just totally frogged it, and I felt fine. I didn't know if I was going to miss having my first sweater, but it was whatever. The only person I'd show it to is myself. So anyway, so here is a little raglan. Did you
Oh,
get
nice.
Oh.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
very
Size.
nice.
That's a cool
Great.
little detail.
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
there.
I love it.
But it's supposed to have a 1x1. It started out a 1x1 ribbing around the neck, but I mean, it was too choky. So I just unraveled, well, I picked up stitches around here and cut that off and then came back up on it with a, what's it called? A provisional cast on stitch or
Oh.
whatever.
Yeah.
And just turn it into a roll. But, anyway, I don't have enough yarn to finish it. So I went to the yarn shop today and just got some cream, and I'll cream out the sleeves and probably, do some striping or something at the end. So, I mean, it's weird. I have like 3 other sweaters that I really learned a lot from knitting, but I think I could do a lot better, using the yarn on a different type of sweater. So I'm going to frog them as well and reknit them, something different.
Are they
Did
all
you
wool?
do anything to what is the word? Restore the yarn?
Mm-hmm. I frogged it into long hanks and bundled a bunch, all the different ones, and
Mhm.
soaked it for quite a long time, and then air dried it in the sun.
Perfect.
And that got a lot of the kink out. And then I use a Nosta pen to turn my hanks into balls. Are y'all
Mhm.
familiar with the Nosta pen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's
And
great.
that also helps to recondition the yarn, I guess,
Mhm.
is a word for it.
That's the word I was looking for,
So
recondition the
you're
yarn.
so new. That's brilliant. Like, good for you. That's great.
Well, I have, what is that? Oh, you're a little obsessive compulsive about YouTubing on knitting on everything. As my husband says, yeah, I might have a little problem here going on.
It's treated you well. It has treated you well.
Well, we all have that problem.
Yeah. So you guys are my friends.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm happy with my problem. I really enjoy it.
Cindy, what are you working on?
Go ahead.
Well, I've been still working on this stuff for the level 3. Was a little overwhelmed earlier in the week, but I'm getting better. There's just so many cast-ons and bind-offs to try to figure out what I'm going to do, and I've got to have 6 different ones. So, but I think I've got it narrowed down, and I've been making my little references and trying different things on just little bits of yarn and practicing kind of writing the instructions, because for everyone that you choose, you have to write the instructions for how to do it. And some of these, the cast-ons are kind of involved. And so it's kind of like, okay, how you're describing what your hands are doing and where the tip of the needle is going. And for somebody that's dyslexic, that's a little challenging.
Oh dear.
I've been working on that. And when I do my Zoom things, I've just got a little sock. This is the Cat Bordes sock pattern. And I am on 0, so Jenny and Summer will approve doing that. But also I had my very first pair of socks that I ever had knitted when I kind of started getting back into knitting, and Fish Lips Kiss Heel and kind of all that. And I had knit them for my daughter, and she liked them and she wore them. But then the cat chewed up
No.
the foot a bunch on one. And so she'd given it back to me, and I've had it on my pile of to do for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. It just sat there and stared at me, and I felt guilty. And so one day when I was like, okay, I just can't write any more of this. I'm tired about, the stupid I-cord cast on thing, I had a little snippet. So I'm like, okay, I'm either going to throw these away or I'm going to fix them. And they were originally knitted toe up, but it was just the toe that was back, you know, kind of like the
Oh.
ball of the foot that was back. So what I did is I picked it out all the way around, picked up the right leg, and then I started knitting the toe, and then watched Suzanne's lovely little video on how to Kitchener the toe so neatly. And so I've got them done now, and she'll get to wear them again, and it's off my to-do list.
Yeah.
Hey,
So satisfying.
Though I haven't done very much, I feel accomplished.
Mary. First.
Uh,
Cindy, for your your cast-ons that you're choosing, do you
Mhm.
then use those in the garments, or is it just an
Mm.
exercise?
Yeah, you use them in the swatches.
Oh, okay.
The garment that you actually have to design and do, you have to do, it's either the Fair Isle one,
Right.
or you can do the Aran. And you have to do one for the sweater and one for the hat, and you get to choose which one you do. So but in that you're supposed to be using really traditional methods and traditional way of doing it. So I'm really hoping that they don't make me do one of those cast-ons, but it'll be what it'll be. I'm not to that point yet.
Yeah.
But this is for the first 6 swatches. You have to do a matching cast on and bind off. That is not
Okay.
long tail, something totally different. And so do that. And then you're also practicing some other and demonstrating some other skills. Like swatch 2 is twisted decreases. And so you have to do those.
Fantastic.
So, yeah. But when I'm on Zoom, I just am doing my sock because I can talk and do. I just have to do 6 inches, so I've still got another 1.5 inches to go. So I can talk to my heart's content when I'm on the Zoom.
Yeah.
Cindy, I'm doing exactly the same thing, working on socks, because I'm working on a sweater, but I realized that I'm almost at the part where I need to switch to the ribbing. And
Right.
I didn't
And
want
so-
to work on it during this meeting because I knew that I would overshoot that mark and have to rip it back. So I started a second sock 5 minutes before I got on this Zoom meeting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
You
have
know, 'cause-
one of the pair done here. I think I showed him a few weeks ago. It's just an ankle sock. So
Oh,
I've
yeah.
got this little guy done.
Nice.
So nice.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get
It's-
you spotlighted. I'm having trouble
Hang on,
finding the
hang on,
right
Will.
links. There.
There you go.
There it is.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh,
How
those are
nice.
really
That's
nice.
nice.
And so,
What
a
so
cute
which heel
toe.
did you use?
It's the fish lips kiss
It's
heel,
the fish
which
lips kiss heel. Yeah.
is my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very neat.
The little-
And
Do they call them twin stitches or double stitches? I'm trying to
something
remember.
like that.
Something
I've been
like
doing
that.
it so many years, I haven't actually looked at that pattern because it's now
Yeah.
it's
It's
I
just
do it
how
all
it
the
is.
time. I
Well,
love it. Yeah.
It was really easy for me because of how you do the heel to
Mhm.
get into it and then get out. It's some of the others I'm like counting. Oh no, I don't. Do I have the same amount on this side as that side? And with the fish lips kiss heel, it's just easy, kind of automatic.
It's easy and it looks
Mhm.
so
It looks really nice.
clean.
Yeah.
It just looks really nice. So
Yeah,
and so
it
here's
does.
my second sock begun. Oh, what is it now? 40 minutes ago, probably. Here's the toe
Gosh,
Woo!
cute.
of my second sock. So that's
Is
what
that
I'm
a,
doing.
is that a star toe or which toe is it?
I can't. It's a Cat Bordy from Cat
Yeah,
Bordy's first sock book,
It's
where you cast on 6 stitches
Yeah.
using the Judy's Magic cast on.
Yeah.
You just cast on 6 stitches there, and then you increase at 6 points evenly
right.
around, and it just makes
you
this
go.
wonderful spiral, seamless
It's cute.
I love
Yeah.
it. It's my favorite toe. I use this toe and the fish lips kiss heel for practically every sock that I make.
Must be cat boardy week.
The toe is catboardy, but the
Yeah.
heel is
Well, I'm
forget-
doing the Discovery sock.
Oh, the catboardy?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Is that from her first sock book?
Yeah, what
Yeah.
Insoucious sock knitting? Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to show
Jeez.
us your sock, Wally?
Sure. I can whip it up here. So, here's mine.
Awesome
Oh,
colors.
Oh.
yes.
The only problem I had was when I did the back of the heel, she wanted that 3 needle bind off. Forget it. No way. Cannot do that.
Oh.
So and I split the thing and now I'm doing the leg goes up. So
Well,
Cool.
I know an awful lot of people want to see that sweater you worked on for so long. I don't think we saw the finished version. Have you got it
I got
handy?
it. Yeah, I got it around somewhere. I'll go get it.
Okay, let me know when you get back.
All right.
Do any of you go and read the comments to the video that I post?
I haven't lately.
No.
I have.
It's really interesting. We have a few people that watch every week and comment every week. And I've mentioned before, they're like our virtual Phrancko Sweater Zoom meeting members. And so they tell us things like, oh, I can't wait to see Wally's sweater when he finishes. Things like that.
Yeah, it's a
Heard
great
my
pattern.
name. All right.
There we go.
Here we go. Where are we?
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh gosh, that turned out so nice.
Oh,
Wow.
that
Yeah,
looks
that's
great.
great.
That blocks out beautiful, Wally.
It did.
Let's see
And
the
it took
front.
like 3 days to dry it out.
Try.
Oh, I'm sure. Let's see the front.
Oh,
Let's see the front of the neck.
okay. Let's do that.
Lower it.
Lower.
There it goes.
There
Yes.
we see the neck. Yeah.
Okay.
There.
All
Very
right.
nice.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna do another one, but I'm gonna do it with Phrancko. I want to see how I can do that. So
I really like that yarn too. That's a great.
let me get. I'll get it. Hold on.
That's fun stuff. Yeah, I'm way overdue for doing a Phrancko.
Me
I
too.
gotta get that hoodie done. I have all the yarn for it.
Yeah, I've been waiting to see that hoodie on you for a year now.
It's Woolies from Lion Brand.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love that. That's-
Yeah. So
I have one of their bags, the Lion Brand big green bags.
Yeah.
It's one of my project bags. It's
yeah. See.
Yeah.
I used to work for Lion Brand actually, so I have a
Oh,
whole
wait.
lot of woolies.
In New York.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah.
Nice.
What
So
did
I
you do
have a-
for them?
Well, they had years ago, it's closed now, but they had a studio. It was a yarn store is what it was. It was a branding site yarn store. And when I first moved to New York in 2008, they were just about to open and I needed a job, of course. and all of my experience, all of my
wow.
working experience was in yarn stores. And so it just sort of clicked.
Wow.
Yeah, so I worked there for 3 years while I lived in New York, and it was great. It's the store's closed now, but yeah. So I have a lot of Woolies and Woolies old sweaters and stuff stocked away.
It works.
Yeah, it's a great product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sumner, have you ever been up to Pattern Works?
In Alton Bay.
Yeah.
Yes.
They moved out of New York and then they went up wherever.
Yeah, north of Lake Winnipesaukee in Alton Bay.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was that.
I've been there twice, but I
Really?
haven't been there for a very long time.
Long time, yeah.
Yeah, but I have been there. I knew exactly where you were talking.
Yeah.
It's a great location.
It
Lake
was a great
Winnipesaukee.
location upstate New York, which was a worthwhile drive. But now they're not there anymore. But most of their stuff they go on Go.
Yeah,
So
yeah, Lake Winnipesaukee for those other members. It's 33 miles long.
oh wow.
It's huge. And so some of the towns are called bays. So Alton Bay is on the top of the lake. And it's just beautiful. But anyway, Steven Tyler lives near there. I had his money, so would I. A little posh, but anyway.
Jan, I think you mentioned that you're doing the sample Phrancko sweater. You mean the baby sweater?
I am doing the baby sweater, but I had made 2 samples of Ronnie's swatches.
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I made a sweater during the Olympics. And
Ah,
in fact, let's see, it's that striped one right behind me.
Oh, that's.
Oh,
wow.
how nice.
That looks great.
Cast on at opening ceremony and I had it finished before closing ceremony.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Good girl.
Wow.
I taught myself how to knit and I've crocheted since I was little, but I'm a left-handed. And so I went and sat with Ronnie and I was like, okay, I like this fit, but I want to do this and I want to add this. And how do I take up for adding cables and stuff? And he was like, oh, you need to do a Phrancko sweater. And then I came home immediately last Sunday and started looking through, just what all a Phrancko sweater entailed, and I went down that rabbit hole hard. I have made a couple of Suzanne Bryant's sweaters and stuff, but I really like cables and stuff. I put up all my knitting, all my yarn for 12 years. And I just recently got it out. And after talking with Ronnie, I instantly had to go and make the swatches and just perfect what I want to do. So I'm going to do the baby sweater to begin with, just so I know all the ins and outs and then decide. Plus, I played with all of Ronnie's sweaters at the shop that he's made of the.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
It was so funny because I took my mom, who will be 95, and my husband into their shop because I needed some needles quick, just run in and grab some. And my mom fell in love with sweaters with some yarn. And she was talking to Ronnie, and you great salesman. I guess
Sure
I Phrancko for her too.
Yeah.
But I really look forward to, and I played on the website making several, but I needed to understand like the hem and stuff. And
Oh, that's the most confusing thing. I'm afraid it really isn't clear on the website.
well,
Can I just explain it?
Yep.
The hem is really the thing that determines how long do you want this sweater. And it's measured from your waist. So there's one measurement you put in shoulder to waist, and you decide where your waist is. The hem is how many inches below that do you want the sweater to go. So the length of the sweater from shoulder to the end of the ribbing is the first measurement plus the hem measurement. Is that clear?
yeah,
Well, good.
absolutely. I come from a sewing. I'm a quilter, as you can see
Yes.
all the stuff behind. And my mother's a seamstress, so it was just like, this is exactly what I want to do, so I can add in, if I need be. It's funny, my mom tries to wear one of my sweaters that fits me perfectly, but it does, nothing sets right on her. And so just because it's made to my body, not hers.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do the baby sweater and then work on hers.
All right.
I've gotten down to, I'm on the sleeve cap shaping. So
So the purpose of the baby sweater is just to show you what the process is.
yep.
And actually, when I first published that and made it free on the homepage of the website, it was never my intention that anyone would ever make that sweater. It was just so you could look at it and see if this is a pattern you could probably figure out how to do. That was my intention. Now it turns out many people start with the baby sweater, just as you are, just to make sure they really understand the pattern, which I guess is a really good idea.
Well,
And,
it also perfected some of my make I've been watching all of your videos and along with some of Ronnie's when he did the knit along.
uh-huh.
Realizing that my interpretation left-handed wasn't always the right interpretation.
Oh,
So
Jan, do you knit left-handed also?
so I'm one of these weirdos. I knit right-handed, but I never turn my work.
Oh.
Oh, so you knit backwards.
I knit backwards.
Yeah.
And because I grew up watching like Petticoat Junction and stuff, and I never saw them turn. So, you know, trying to be a left-handed and a right-handed, learning any
World is not easy.
It really wasn't. So, you know, they say to mirror what the other person. Well, I never turned my work.
Yeah.
So, but and I don't know how far the baby, now that I've got understand the top part and everything, I want to get into knitting the sweater.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, getting through the shoulders and starting the sleeve cap and doing a bit of the sleeve cap.
Yep.
Well, I guess technically you should finish the sleeve cap and get to the point where the sleeve separates from the body.
Yep.
At that point, you've done everything that is unique to the Phrancko sweater. Everything else is just knitting. It's what you've done a million times before.
Well, I really look forward to making it like that. The sweater behind it's a vest, and I wanted to add cables and cables up through the neck and stuff. But it was, as me, I take a pattern and then go, no, you know, it was designed for someone that wasn't as fluffy as me, and all they've done is increased the pattern increasing that they have out there for larger people is not, doesn't always work well.
Right.
I see.
So that's what I look forward to the Phrancko, is that I can specifically make it to my size.
Yeah.
Well, I will also add a caveat that the Phrancko sweater doesn't do any body shaping. It's just a cylinder from the armpits down. So if you want body shaping, you need to add whatever you want.
Fortunately, I took some classes with, I live in Bakersfield, California.
Oh, you have the guild there that is, you are a very lucky person to be in Suzanne Bryan's guild.
Well, I actually was with Suzanne before the guild started.
Is that right?
So I actually was at the beginning of the guild. And so I was blessed to have Suzanne really teach me how to do the bust shaping, the waist shaping, and everything.
Yes.
So it's I can't wait to add that into the Phrancko.
Perfect. That we look forward to seeing how you do that. Thank you for sharing those with
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Oh, I didn't show you my sweater yet. I thought I did.
No.
Spotlight, there it is. Oh, it's harder and harder to find these
Yeah.
menu items in Zoom. So you've all seen the top before.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice,
And
nice.
I have finished one sleeve.
Awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, look at
Oh,
that,
that looks
nice.
Great.
It's quite long. I mean, the body is quite long. The sleeve's pretty long too. And then I'm partway down the second sleeve.
Second sleeve.
So I
Oh,
will
wow.
probably finish this tomorrow or the next day.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
then I will be ready to start my new sweater, and my new yarn has come. And here are the colors.
Ooh, pretty.
Oh, we,
Those are great.
Oh, how nice.
Very nice.
yum.
Oh, wow.
It's Barocco Ultra Wool DK, 100% superwash wool.
Mm,
I
Nice.
love this wool.
Great.
yeah,
color.
I like that too.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
teal color is just beautiful.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
gonna laugh, Frank. Oh, I don't know if I can find. What time is it? Oh, I got 4 minutes. I made a great sweater with that.
Oh, I got 4 minutes.
So many words can fit in 4 minutes. Mm. So it's gonna be a yoke sweater, Frank?
It is.
Barocco?
Yes, a few weeks ago I showed you the pattern that I created. Let me see if I can find it anywhere.
Here's the Barocco
Oh, there it is.
wool
look.
sweater.
Oh,
Oh,
hold
look
on.
at
Hold
that.
on. Let me
spot you.
spotlight you. There you go.
Got a shawl collar.
I remember that one.
Oh,
Yes, nice.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't that fun?
Right.
is that the
Great
same
sweater.
Ultra Wool DK?
Stain yarn.
mm.
Oh, good.
Love it.
Looks
It
great.
wears wonderful.
It was very nice.
It keeps its blocking. It's it's just very comfortable. Chuck, he's not a sweater guy, my husband, but he loves that sweater. Wears it all the time.
Huh?
So here is the pattern that I have created. This is putting all the different patterns together into how they will fit into the sweater. Up here at the top is the shoulder. It's like a saddle shoulder part of the yoke. This sweat. Can you see the cursor where I'm
Yeah.
pointing?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So this is the front of the sweater and this is the back of the sweater. So those will ring around the neck. And then this is the sleeve cap here. And then this is also across the front and the back. And after there may be one more band of color work before I finish it. And then it will all be blue or teal from there on.
Oh,
So that's the
I like
plan. And I did this particular design because I was struggling with how to do a sweater in multiple sizes where the number of stitches around the yoke varies between sizes. And so you can't have them all come out even.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So my first plan was to just have one shoulder seam where everything was mismatched. And I did a swatch. I actually started a sweater like that and looked at it and thought, that just jumps out at you. Even if it's on the back of the shoulder, it's like, oh, did you make a bunch of mistakes at that point? Because everywhere else, the patterns all match. And I didn't like that. So I decided to do a completely different pattern on the saddle part of the shoulder and then carry it onto the sleeve cap. So that's how the design came about.
oh,
Very cool.
Yeah,
Wow.
great design.
yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't worked with that yarn, Frank, you'll love it.
I've worked some with the Ultra Wool, not the DK version.
Yeah,
But I can't remember
it.
what I made with it. So I guess it was a while ago. Well, it looks like it's about that time again.
Yes.
we have had another wonderful hour visiting together, and
Mhm.
it's so nice to have new people joining us. If there are others who are seeing this who are afraid to come, look, Jan just joined today, and Sandra came back after being missing a couple of weeks, but she joined a few weeks ago. And
And I'm
we
still here.
have new people. So keep coming back.
Yeah.
Have a great week, everyone.
All right, take
Bye,
it easy.
everyone.
Bye.
Have a
Bye-bye.
great week.